night for me, one of the greatest nights of my life, you know what I mean, one of the days of my life, because I would have never thought or imagined in a million years that I'd be standing up here. First, I want to thank my beautiful wife, Alana Briggs. Where you at? Let's go, champ. There she is. Thank you, baby. We met on a blind date 30 years ago. I wasn't gonna go on a date, but I went back home because I left something. When I got there, she was there with a friend of mine, and I was like, I'm staying. So, thank you. My beautiful kids, I have 3 beautiful kids, Chan, Kaden, and Moo. Well, her name is Chloe, we call her Moo. Shout out to y'all, and my unbelievable mother-in-law, Ann Wilson. I love you so much, thank you. She's my biggest investor as well. Let's go, champ. My beautiful sister-in-law, Devin Riley, and her beautiful baby, Aaliyah. My first cousin, who is really more like my sister, Shamel Parham, and her son, my nephew, Wade. Let's go, champ. Thank you, guys. And I want to thank my immediate business team, Kathy and Mark Julian, Federico Italia, Marlon Greer, Neff, my boy Haas. Where you at, Haas? You here? Let's go, champ. My favorite rappers, Starter, Neff the American B-Boy, and of course, Young Z, the greatest rapper of all time. Let's go, champ. So listen, I don't got much time, so I'm gonna keep it straight to the point. Listen, I started this journey, I'm 51,000 years old. I started this journey at birth. I was born with asthma. I was born with underdeveloped lungs. I weighed less than, less than 5 pounds at birth. 2 pounds, something like that. So check this out. Who would have ever thought in a million years that I would have became a boxer? Nobody, because I couldn't dribble, I can't catch, I can't do nothing in sports, you know what I'm saying? But it was through a fate, you know what I'm saying? It was fate, it was meant to be. I grew up dirt poor, I ain't had nothing. Me and Shamel can tell you we grew up poor, but we had love. My mama loved me to death. Only child, she spoiled me rotten. She spoiled me rotten, and the way that she could was with her love and doing the best she could to, provide for me as a single parent. What happened was we got evicted. We lost our home at the age of 14. I came home from school one day, and I took my key out of my shirt, and I went to put it in a hole, in a keyhole, and the door was the lock was knocked out, excuse me, and we became evicted. And that began my boxing journey. I was 14 years old. For about 2 years, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was getting a little bit of trouble here and there. And then, I was fighting a lot because I was hurt, I was mad. My mom was unfortunately suffering from drug addiction. My stepfather who raised me was in prison. I ain't had nothing, no brothers and sisters, I was in the streets. And then I was fighting so much that a friend of mine said one day, he said, man, you can fight, you need to go to the gym. And I was like, nah. So on a bet that I lost to him, I went to the gym, and it was life-changing. A lot of people in this room today, they know me from when I was very young. I seen a lot of faces I couldn't believe. I was 16 years old, and I still remember these guys. Benji, of course. Love you, Benji, you the champ. So many different people that I've seen over the last couple of days. I was like, wow, I remember these guys. I want to thank all you guys. But I say that to say, I wound up going to the gym, and unlike when I tried sports, I was pretty good at it. And it eventually led me to a U.S. Olympic team, the 1992 team, where I won the U.S. championships. And it gave me some hope in myself because I never really believed in myself. As an asthmatic, as a kid with no brothers and sisters, I was kind of bullied, but I always fought back. So that was kind of, I guess, my sparring. My cousin Shamel, too, she was my first sparring partner. She used to beat the crap out of me all the time. So, it's ironic, I want to say this before the gong show get me off here. I want to say this, yo. Of all places that I got into the Hall of Fame, I want to thank you guys here in Atlantic City and Ray McClellan. Ray, I love you so much, bro. You can't imagine, bro. You're a real brother to me, man, for real, for real. Atlanta, Jersey has always been a part of my life. I literally grew up in Jersey. I was living on Camden Street in Newark in 1979. My mom was going through some stuff. She sent me out to live in Jersey. So I grew up in Jersey. I literally know more about Jersey than a lot of people who live in Jersey, you know what I mean? So when I turned pro in 92, well, I came out here in 91, shout out to Larry Hazard and Kason Hazard. Kason was my first friend in Jersey. Kason Hazard, let's go, champ. He used to pick me up. I ain't had no driver's license, I ain't had no car, I ain't had no money. Kason would pick me up every day, take me around Jersey, take me to the gym. So eventually, my career started here in Jersey But it was ironic because every time coming to Jersey, it felt like I was like, my heart was like, man, I gotta win tonight. Because if I don't, I'm going back to the streets, you know what I'm saying? So that ride from South Orange, New Jersey, down that turnpike was always like, man, you gotta win. Sometimes I did, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I got my first loss here in Atlantic City, but I won the title here in Atlantic City. Let's go, champ. I fought so many fights here in Atlantic City. This is my home for real. For you name every hotel, I fought in it. You know what I'm saying? Every gym. Lavender was my boy. I was here a lot. This is my hometown. You know what I'm saying? I say all that to say, this is an amazing night, champ. So many times I came down here, won the title, lost fights, won fights. I didn't really lose that many, but I lost a couple. And I'm just so happy to be here, man. This is unreal. It's an unreal moment, man, for me to stand here in front of y'all. And I just want to say, man, I love you all because I was a kid who, thank you, brother. I was a kid who didn't have nothing. Now, I want to leave y'all with one last thing. About 10, 12 years ago, I had a nervous breakdown. I was going through a lot of depression, things I was going through in life. And, that I hadn't dealt with in life early in life. Whereas when I started making money, I went crazy. I was happy. I couldn't believe a kid from nothing, homeless, sleeping on the train, to a kid who was making millions of dollars. I hit a time in my life where I seen some dark days, and I didn't really feel good about who I was as Shannon Briggs, and I hated myself in some ways. I started when my daughter was born, Chloe. I started saying to myself, Shannon, you got to get a new outlook on your life, man. You know what I'm saying? So I started calling myself this new person, calling myself Champ. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, forget Shannon Briggs, I'm going with Champ. I got to change my thinking. I started talking to myself. I started saying, let's go, Champ, as a mantra for myself, because I had met a guy, let's go, Champ. I had met